that was fun. I asked your players about playing a team that's got a losing record, and sometimes it's easy for fans to say, okay, let's chalk that up, it's a W, but I know you guys don't look at it that way.
No, we can't. And you're right, fans do, but we can't look at it like that. And I think, our league, and I've said this various ways, various times this year, is outstanding. And you look at that team, and then as you prepare, you start scouting and watching game after game after game. And the record doesn't matter. They have guys that can score. They have a very poised leader. And so, you have to show up. We have to play well.
What's the biggest challenge going to be for tomorrow?
It's multiple. I think they have different guys. They have Billy Garrett, who controls things for them. He has the ball in his hands. He makes all the decisions. You have Kane. They have different guys that can score. Eli Kane can shoot from anywhere, and so is number 51. But it's just they have scores, and you watch them, and at times they get into a rhythm offensively. Where it's hard to slow them down. We have to limit their runs, and we have to score. We played them the first time. We went up, I think it was 10-0 or something like that. And then our offensive execution wasn't as sharp as it needed to be. We ended up pulling out at the end. LJ made some heroic plays at the end, but we have to be better than we were when we were in Chicago.
Speaking of Garrett, do you think if he had more wins under his belt, been on better teams in college, do you think people would have been recognizing him nationally?
I do. I do, because I think he's one of the better guards out there. He's not athletic. He's not athletic. He's made himself into a good shooter. And he can run the team with anyone. And it's hard to fluster to get. He doesn't get flustered. He's any situation you put him in, he makes the right decision and just picks you apart.
They like to go 5 out, spread the floor, get driving lanes. Your guys are going to have to stay home. It's going to be similar to Marquette, where they're not going to expect too much help.
I don't know whether I want to say that 24 hours before the game, but your point of they have guys that can make shots, and they got multiple people that take you off the dribble. And so, the theme, the consistent theme is there's going to be a guy in front of you. He's going to have the ball. He's going to try to score. You have to guard him. There's no magical schematic thing we can do. It comes down to one-on-one. I have to guard my man, and so we have to be good at that.
You have Bradley, Hazer, Trey Campbell.
I sat in here before the last time we had this, and I thought we would have both of them, and then we didn't. I think we're going to have both of them, but with both of them, it's game time.
If you move the ball in, out, and on the perimeter against their sagging man defense, shots will be there. Are your guys ready to take advantage of it, considering they didn't shoot that well, at least from the deep up in Nebraska?
Yeah, that's key. The way they play defense, they take away post game, they double everything inside, they make it hard to throw it down. They crowd it, so driving alleys on that, you're going to have to make shots. And that doesn't mean, with our last game, I said it in the post game press conference, but we went through a phase where we took, and I forget the exact number, it felt like 10, 11 threes in a row. And we don't necessarily want to do that, but we want to see if we can get it in and get different kinds of shots without it just being 3 after 3 after 3 after 3. But a key stretch is in the Creighton game where we had to get a post touch, get a drive, because they're leaving our guys open. So we just started taking shots that weren't going in.
How about Kane? He's kind of an offensive X factor. He puts it up. Anyway, you have to stay attached to that guy.
You have to know where he is, because he's going to shoot it. When he catches it, he's going to shoot it. He has deep range, but he also can put it down. He's fast, hard driver. And so, but when he catches it, you have to be there, hand over the ball, or it's going up. And he makes a lot of. He makes tough shots. He's got to take tough shots, but he makes tough shots.
I can't remember what Gagan's stats were in the last game, but going into that, I think it was like 17 assists to 1 turnover in over his previous 6 games, or something like that. How have you seen him progress this year, especially at times where he's asked to sort of be that sort of lead guard?
He's from day one. He has a maturity level that most freshmen don't. He's poised. He's poised, and he does a good job of for a freshman, which is in the year now, so that's irrelevant. But knowing where everyone else should be, and so for the most part, he doesn't make mistakes. Jagan doesn't make too many mistakes, and he's a good defender, good hard-nosed defender.
I'm somewhat afraid to ask, but we'll try. I know you don't look ahead to the next game, let alone next month, next year, but of the younger guys, is it Jagan, or do you see somebody else you're kind of excited to see what's next for them based on what you've seen this year, the progress they've made, what they're going to bring to the team next year?
All of them, to be honest. I mean, I haven't stopped in mid-season to do an analysis of everyone. So, hopefully everyone gets better. Him being one.
Anything else, folks?
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.